Welcome back to the show, everyone, and we'll be meeting our corporate game changer in a few seconds. He's a partner with Andersen Tax. He specializes in tax investigations, compliance, advisory, anything you think of in tax. He's an authority, and he provides the service across various industries, both home and abroad. Today, you're going to be talking to, and I will be chatting with, Dipo Maiye. Hey, Dipo, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
You look good.
Thank you.
Nice to have you on the show. So, I'll just dive in quickly. Dipo, you got your job in the most interesting way. So you were in University of Lagos, of course, a brainy chap, but you said recruiters came into your school, conducted aptitude tests, and when you went through some interviews and you got your job. Please, can we have more of that? Because when I was in school, that didn't happen. What was that experience for you like? And do you think it's something that you think students should enjoy more today?
It's a good question, tough one. It was we weren't sure, but it was a good opportunity to get into the job market very quickly. We weren't sure we were going to pass the aptitude test. It wasn't like like now where everybody knows you have to do practice GMAT. Okay. A lot of us didn't know what to practice. Oh, okay. So we went in nervously, but I think I'm grateful for the opportunity. It gave you a chance to get into a good job without knowing anyone, and
we need more
dropping your
CV.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, so say for instance someone finished from the university, because you have loads of smart people out there that finish with 2s and third classes. A third class? What would you advise as a pathway to becoming a tax authority? For instance, if someone wanted to be, something significant in the finance industry, and you finished with a 2 or third class or a pass, what would you advise? How would you advise persons to navigate it?
First, to get your professional exams. That would be either accounting or tax or both. Get as many professional exams as you can, and try and get your first job that without focusing on the pay, that gives you the experience that would help you take a step forward, that will take you nearer your dream. Don't be too focused on the pay at the start.
I love you. You just said something very deep. Don't be too focused on the pay. And I was told this when I was going to get my first job. Don't think of money. But every time someone said that to me, and I'm wondering, is it money I used to transfer myself from my house to the job? Won't I eat? Won't I this? How do I convince my young 21-year-old mentee not to focus on money? Like, how do you sell that to a young person today?
In Andersen in those days, they used to say, do you want to be or do you want to have? And we, the young people, were the same. We said we want to be and have. but they made it look like you first have to be and then you have. So I think it's true. You have to be known in something, and then they have...
The millions follow.
One day.
Yes, they do. Don't deny it. Own it.
One day they will follow.
Yeah,
yes,
so we should focus on being before having. Thank you. Key point. So you moved, so it was Andersen then that hired you. Full circle you've come actually. Yeah. From Andersen, then you moved to PricewaterhouseCoopers, then you moved to Adax.
Yeah.
Then PricewaterhouseCoopers, then Ernst & Young, and back to Andersen. But in between that, you went for a master's. You actually got an MBA in Lancaster. Why did you think that was so important for your career?
I think I wanted to be more than just a tax person, to be a rounded person. I mean, to be able to know what other aspects of business entails, procurement, logistics, operations, all of that. So I wanted to be more rounded, not just a tax person, not to be bottled as just a tax person, reading the tax laws, computing. And so I wanted that, and I think the MBA gave me that. I also wanted interaction with people from everywhere in the world. So up until that point, it was just Lagos, not even Nigeria. I mean, primary, secondary, university,
Wow.
Lagos, NYSC, Lagos. And then, so I wanted to meet people from other parts of the world and share
got all of that.
experiences. Yes, I did.
Good, good, good. What would you say excites you? So obviously, look, I've been in the workspace for a number of years, over a decade, and it's just normal. When people are in your position, you're a partner or a senior manager or director, you always have people that you just always like to work with them. So what are the things that draws you to certain people in the workplace? What are the qualities or attributes?
I think it's passion. It's a bit corny, but I think passion, when someone is passionate about, you know, you see the person trying to solve something that is impossible, but sometimes that impossible becomes possible because you interpret the law in a certain way, you stretch certain things and it happens, and it's that passion that
I love that. Passion.
Yeah.
Passion. You know, so people keep saying the same thing. Passion. Interesting. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Dipo, but he's not going anywhere yet. When we get back, it's going to be game time. Yes. The entrepreneurs or health people against the consultants. Who's going to win? See you when we get back. Welcome back to the show, and it's game time. And of course, I'm wearing my Blisco. It's the silver embellished super wask Blisco fabric design, and I love it. I love the shine. It's an organic design that comes to life when it touches the human skin, and it is gorgeous. And of course, the quality is a big deal for me as well. So, are you ready, guys? It's game time. Dr. Ola, are you ready to win? You're ready to win, right?
I don't really mind if I don't.
Dipo,
I'm ready to participate.
Dipo, are you ready to win?
I'm ready to be a gentleman and
Oh no! Let's just go ahead. So today, guys, we're playing the word game. Okay. And I'm going to start off with someone. Once you give a word, the other person has to give a related word, and then the other person has to give a related word, and then the other person has to give a related word till someone runs out of a word, a related word. Once it's not related, you lose. Are we ready? So we're going to start with Dr. Ola.
Medicine.
Doctors.
Health.
Planes.
Hospitals.
Money.
Drugs.
Pfizer.
Injection.
Dr. Ola just won, guys! Yay! Well, and I like the money thing you said, because when you don't pay in the hospital, they don't let you go anyway. So please, that was pass mark for me. Congratulations. And of course, she gets amazing fabric from
that was the
Blisco.
game.
Yes, that was the game. And you won. Yay. Lovely fabric from Blisco, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
You would have looked so nice in your Blisco.
Yeah. Well, there's a consolation prize.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. It's been amazing chatting with you, Dr. Ola and Dipo. We've learned so much, and don't stop changing the game in everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Until we see you again, keep changing the game in whatever you're doing and be the best in whatever space you find yourself. Bye.